Thank you. Love you too. Okay, I'm going to read some poetry. This is stuff I wrote a long time ago. I just want to preface this by saying I'm not the best speaker. I'm no Maya Angelou or James Earl Jones. I kind of speak book because I'm from the north end of Providence. I took a girl to a date on a poetry open mic, and when I finished reading, I got back to the table, and she's like, "Yeah, but it's great. It sounds like the Phil Pesci poetry reading." I'm like, "Yeah, all right. I'm not kidding." But I wrote these along. This first poem I wrote, I submitted to a poetry website, and it was like a electronic poetry tile format. And what I did was they constrained you with like 19 words, and then you had to use the words they gave you. And I liked it because it was challenging. And I wrote like the first 5 lines of this on that website. And then some years later, I went back and looked at it, and thought I would add to it. And I think it came out all right. Okay, and it's called The Things of a Weary World. Okay, morning, dawn ringing, night clinging, birds like choirs singing, days like bringing, the things of a weary world. Morning turning, noon sun burning, people en masse earning, midday churning, the things of a weary world. Dusk, light falling, night stolen, sleep is peace calling, day's end hauling, the things of a weary world. Night, dark inviting, stars like diamonds lighting, dreams delighting, first light inciting, the things of a weary world. Morning, dawn ringing, night clinging, birds like choirs singing, days like bringing, the things of a weary world. Okay, that's that one. I only did the first 5 lines of that on the website, online website. Then the rest of it I fleshed out afterwards. Okay, this one I wrote in like 2006. It's an Arabic form of poetry called ghazal. It follows a strict format. It's a series of couplets. Anywhere from 5 to 15 couplets. With couplets, 2 lines of verse. Traditional ghazal has the first couplet. Each line of verse has to be a separate, distinct statement about what the rest of the poem is about. And the last word in those lines has to be the same. And the word before that has to rhyme. In the succeeding series of couplets, the first line of verse can be anything you want. In this case, I rhymed it throughout the rest of the last word of that first verse and that couplet rhymes throughout the rest of the poem. And in the second line of every succeeding couplet, the last word has to be the same that the first couplet ended in, and the word before that has to rhyme. So much for the poetry lesson, but it's very confining format to work in, but I like the challenge. Again, I wrote this in like 2006, 2005, I forget, a long time ago. And it's called Love. Please hold my heart again, love. Our hearts shall never fade, love. Our eyes held as our hearts beam. Our notions of us play, love. With each other we should dream. Our spirit will never wane, love. Our hearts joined shall reign supreme, and never be in vain, love. Impostors may come and scheme, they shall not be our bane, love. Of each other we should deem, selves never to restrain, love. We swoon as one, so extreme, of us we shan't refrain, love. And that's that one. That's one of my favorite poems which I wrote. This one's one of my favorites, one of my most favorites. If you go online and check out poetry about poets or poems or writing poetry, there's like 350 just published on the internet. And I'm sure many, many more sitting in people's folders at home. But this is my take on it. And it's called About the Poet. I forget when I wrote this, 2004 or 5. About the poet. What could be said about a poet? A soul or soulless expressions to let. Eternity, a moment in verse. His words, desolation, love, or worse. Do you want that or need that on him? His prognosis of us, bright or dim. His notions in metaphor expressed, obliquely, directly, or unaddressed. Sure he states our essence of rhymes. Sure he negates our self in the times. Sure, he alliterates what should be said. Sure, he relates himself in his stead. His mind at sea, imagination to roam. His self forsaken, alive in home. Displaying his being to any who read him. His burden, his essence, his fanciful whim. Who should of you should see his scrawl, or read his voice, or hear his call, or transcend yourself to be with his, and know or not know what he says is. Sure, he presents esoterical ground. Sure, he condenses, serene and profound. Sure, he laments our unachieved goals. Sure, he torments or stirs our souls. And delve into his prosaic realm, and dream or sense or have his self. Then abandon his words as he does too, or grasp them, amuse him, feel them new. Have you in your mind, heart, soul, in restraint, notions and dreams, ideas to repaint, insight and perception like he didn't know it, purposely scribed, that is the poem. Thank you.